Right guys, so today's video it went a little bit wrong, I've got to admit. There was some problems as I was trying to upload it. Some of the footage got corrupt, so yeah, basically not all of the original footage that I filmed is going to be in this video. So yeah, this is going to be the Premier League preview. This one I did with my dog, Bruce.
Here is the current league standings as it stands. Now, last time I took on Drury and I beat him, but I am still on 15 points as accumulated average. Drury moves into second with Sam still winning. But how will Bruce get on?
Yeah, basically he picks scores out with treats, and they've got and they're on numbers which correspond to how many goals the home and away team will score in the last games of 2018. So Bruce will be my last competitor of the year. So yeah, just see how he does. Now we're going to go straight into my games. We're not going to go too in depth with this. I'm just going to sort of run through the scores quickly. So for Brighton and Hove Albion against Everton, I said Everton are going to win 2-0. Fulham, I said, would beat Huddersfield Town 1-0. Leicester will beat Cardiff 2-0. Tottenham will beat Wolves 2-0. Watford will beat Newcastle 2-0. Now I went through a lot of 2-0s, but yeah, that was just how I think those games would go. Liverpool-Arsenal, I went for a 2-2 draw, probably the biggest game of the weekend. Then we've got the London derby. Crystal Palace against Chelsea. I said Chelsea will run away with this and win 3-0. Burnley against West Ham. Now my boys beat Southampton the other night, so I think that we should really be beating Burnley, especially after we beat them in the reverse fixture. So I'm going to go for a 2-1 West Ham win. The penultimate game is Southampton against Manchester City. Now I said Manchester City would win 2-0, coming back from two very embarrassing defeats against Palace and Leicester. And finally, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer's Manchester United, I said, would beat Bournemouth 3-0. Now some of the footage for Bruce's predictions didn't come through, so I'll show you the footage for the games that didn't go corrupt, and then I'll tell you about the games that I haven't got any footage for. Right, so I'll show you his predictions up until the Crystal Palace Chelsea game. Right, release the hand. So a 2-1 Brighton win he's gone for. It's another 3. Alright, release the hand.
You ain't got no nils.
Would you care to repeat that?
You ain't got no nils. Go on then.
Got it, Tottenham Wolves. Right, so more than 5 for Watford. Right, so that's 5 to Liverpool.
What's this? I've got to get off this thing.
Palace against Chelsea. Right, so that's 2 to Palace, 3 to Chelsea. Which means there are only 3 games for Bruce that went corrupt, so I'm going to have to just tell you how he got on there. So he said that West Ham would beat Burnley 3-0. He's a good dog, so he's a West Ham fan, so he should know. Yes, he went for a 3-2 Manchester City win against Southampton. And finally, he went for a real shock and said that Bournemouth would beat Manchester United at Old Trafford 3-0.
So here are my predictions and here are Bruce's, and we'll see in the next Premier League predictions who has come out on top.
So yeah, that's the last Premier League predictions of 2018. It couldn't have gone any worse, quite frankly. So yeah, I am sorry about that. I will try and get Bruce on again for another Premier League predictions next season. But yeah, I'm going to try and get more people on next year from my course. We've still got lots more guests coming up for you guys to see, and I will see you guys in 2019 for some new Premier League predictions. See ya!